The 2025 Western Conference semifinals opened with tension already in the air as the Golden State Warriors traveled to Minneapolis to face the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Target Center. What was expected to be a showcase of star power quickly turned into a gritty defensive chess match, one where Golden State would be forced to rewrite its script in real time. Welcome to Jintatsuki Sports, your spot for all things sports. From legendary moments and big-time plays to inspiring stories and deep dives, we bring you the content that keeps the game alive. If you love sports as much as we do, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. In the first quarter, both teams struggled to find rhythm offensively. The Timberwolves, led by Anthony Edwards, tried to push early tempo, but Golden State's physical defense kept them in check. Points were hard to come by, and as the opening 12 minutes ended, the Wolves had a narrow 20-18 lead. The Warriors, however, had already begun planting the seeds of disruption, contesting shots, clogging driving lanes, and forcing Minnesota into awkward looks. The narrative shifted abruptly in the second quarter when Stephen Curry, who had already scored 13 points in just under 13 minutes, pulled up with a visible limp. Moments later, he was ruled out with a left hamstring strain, a potential disaster for Golden State. But instead of folding, the Warriors erupted. They launched a stunning 17-0 run that began late in the first quarter and carried well into the second. It was sparked by their defense, but anchored by Draymond Green's steady hands and sharp passing. By halftime, Golden State had seized control with a 44-31 lead. Minnesota, meanwhile, was floundering from deep. They had missed all 15 of their first-half three-point attempts, marking a franchise playoff low. Their offense sputtered not just from missed shots, but from a lack of composure. Head coach Chris Finch would later criticize the team's decision-making, saying they never mentally arrived for the game. The third quarter belonged to Buddy Hield. After a quiet start, Hield caught fire, torching the Timberwolves with 5 three-pointers and 16 total points in just that quarter. With Curry out, Hield's scoring spree was perfectly timed. It stretched Golden State's lead to 23, and the Timberwolves had no immediate answers. Jimmy Butler 3 continued to impact the game in every category, putting up 20 points, grabbing 11 rebounds, and dishing 8 assists, while Green added 18 points and controlled the glass. Minnesota finally connected from long range midway through the quarter via Naz Reid, but their shooting woes had already dug too deep a hole. As the fourth quarter opened, the Wolves showed signs of life. Anthony Edwards, who had managed just 1 point in the first half, began attacking downhill with urgency. He poured in 22 second-half points and finished with 23 and 14 boards overall. Naz Reid and Julius Randle also joined the late push, combining for 37 points. They clawed the deficit down to single digits with just minutes remaining, turning what had looked like a blowout into a tense closing stretch. But the Warriors, remarkably poised without their two-time MVP, responded with championship resolve. Key defensive stops by Gary Payton and timely rebounds by Kevin Looney helped hold the line. Then, with momentum swinging, Hield drained another clutch 3, and Butler iced it with a mid-range jumper. The Wolves' rally had run out of time. Golden State took Game 1, 99-88 on the road. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Without their franchise cornerstone for most of the game, the Warriors showcased the kind of balance and fortitude that championship teams are made of. Buddy Hield's third quarter eruption filled the offensive void, while Butler and Green played with seasoned control on both ends of the floor. For Minnesota, this loss exposed not just cold shooting, but cracks in focus. Their 5-for 29 shooting from deep and lack of early discipline gave Golden State an opening, and the Warriors didn't hesitate to take it. Perhaps most concerning for Golden State, though, is the looming uncertainty around Curry's health. Head coach Steve Kerr has already expressed skepticism about his return for Game 2. Yet if Game 1 proved anything, it's that Golden State, driven by its depth, discipline, and defense, is far from a one-man team. In a night of historic outcomes where all 4 road teams won their Game 1 matchups, an NBA first, the Warriors' performance stands out not for the upset, but for the resilience. This series is far from over, but the tone has been set. Thanks for watching Jintatski Sports. If that video hit home or gave you something to think about, drop a like and let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that bring the heart of sports to life. Until next time, stay inspired and keep chasing greatness.